Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Coach Chelsea, and I'm going to talk about the life of an international student. Those are series that I'm going to start talking about because I used to be an international student and I'm no longer one, thank God. And there are some things, some practical things that I did that I wish somebody had told me. I wish somebody was kind of like a mentor to kind of guide me along my international student journey. And so in this case, I feel like my duty is to educate, to let other people know, other international students know how to navigate through the systems in America to become a successful international student. Okay, before we get started, I want you to share, tag a friend, tweet it, share it on your social media platforms, on your Instagram, and your Twitter, on Facebook. Share and spread the word across, okay? All right. So before we get started, I want you to be proud of yourself. Be proud. What do I say that? Be proud, excuse me, of who you are. Be proud where you are. And I want you to give yourself a pat in the back. Good job, Chelsea. You did it. So just tell yourself, good job. You did it. I want you to thank your parents. If you haven't done that, even if you have, call your parents again and thank them for sending you here in America, because the best gift that your parents could do for you was to send you to America. Because here, when I came to America, I thank God, because my plans was my initial plan was to go to France, because mind you, France was cheaper than America. America is very expensive. And well, the reason why I didn't get to France is because I was still under 18. I was under very a minor. I was very young, and the France didn't work. And so my aunt told my mom, "Why don't you send her to America?" And we're like, America is very expensive. I'm like, who's gonna afford it? She said, "Well, why don't you guys just try?" So, lo and behold, my mom tried. In Gabon, there was this um, consultant that used to be an American council. So she kind of walked us through the steps. Applied for admission. I got it. I went to the embassy, applied for a visa, and I got it. Yay! Praise the Lord, I'm here. But anyway, so I came here, and when I came here, my mind began to open. My view of things began to open. I began to have a new understanding of things. I began to see things in a new light. The wealth of opportunities. Leadership, entrepreneurship, innovation, standing out, networking, volunteering, all these things. It was things that I was not used to. So it opened my mind to a wealth of opportunities. And so we'll talk about a lot of things. We'll talk about budgeting. We'll talk about saving. So I want you to tune in. To subscribe to my channel, click on the bell so that you can get notification of whenever I come online. We're going to talk about the importance of having an emergency savings account. Yes, you need to have an emergency savings account, because you never know what can happen at any given day. And so you need to save for a rainy day, because it's going to rain. So what are you going to do? What are your plans? As you start your year, people write New Year's resolution. What are your resolutions? What are your resolutions concerning your finances? So you need to have a plan. Okay, this is my money. This is how much money I'm making a month. How am I supposed to spend the money? Um, how much am I saving? How much am I left with at the end of the month, at the end of the week, at the end of the year? So things like that. I didn't know. And I made a lot of money, because I'm a registered nurse by trade. I've made a lot of money since I've been in the United States, but I did not know that the money that I made, I had to save it apart. I thought money burned like fire, so it had to be spent. I would go to stores and spend like thousands of dollars just shopping. Today, I still have clothes I have never worn. I still have tags on. Because I wasn't educated. I thought, if something is on sale, you just buy it, because you never know. You may go the next day and you may not find the deal. Well, you need to have a budget, and you also need to control your impulse, of spending. And if you realize, in here in America, it's a capitalistic country, and things are done strategically to make you want to spend your money. You can go to Walmart, for example. You see box of stuff at the door. At the door. They don't even wait for you to come in. They are working in your mind at the door, at the gate. That's not normal. It's a system. It's a marketing strategy. And so if you don't know that, you're gonna spend your money. Have you found yourself going to the store to get two things, and then when you get there, you say, "Oh, I want to get this. Oh, I want to get that. Oh, I want to get this," and before you realize it, $100 is far gone. See, so you need to know that before you go to a store, you need to have a budget, a list, and also one trick when you go to a store or whatever, have cash, because the plastic is very tempting. The plastic is a fake how can I say, it's a fake notion of you having money, because you have overdraft protection. When you go to the bank, they give you overdraft protection. Like if you go, you swap your card and you go in the negative, they can pay the money and but then charge you $35 fee, or 32.50 or 29, whatever bank you have. It's very strategic. So if you go to a store, have cash, because if you have cash, that's all you have. That's all you get. Think about it. Our grandparents, our great 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 grandparents, they didn't have cards. They didn't have credit cards. They had cash. What do you know? Why do you think that they lived happily? They lived within their means. They were not competing with the Joneses, because they didn't have that technology that we have today. They didn't have credit cards or plastic. They have cash. They had cash. So when you go to a store, go with your cash. That way you can control your spending habit, your spending urge. So we'll talk about defining your dollars. That's a term that I coined. Defining your dollars pretty much means giving a name to your dollars. Okay, if you have $100, what am I gonna do with the $100? I'm defining it. $20 is for the phone bill. $20 is for my grocery shopping. $20 is for my book. $20 is for my fun. You define your dollars. Then we're gonna talk about having a weekly budget. It's easier, because if you can manage your money from week to week, you will be better able to manage your money on a month-to-month basis. So before you go into a week, into a month, I'm sorry, you start with a week. You start planning every day. Okay, I'm spending $20 every day. This is what I'm doing. At the end of the day, if I don't spend it, guess what? The money goes to my savings account. It's not for you to spend. If you don't spend the money, just put in your savings account, and before you realize it, you're building wealth. You're accumulating wealth. We have to come into this notion of being wealth distributors. Of being above money. Money is a slave. Money, you cannot. Most people are slave to money. Well, you cannot let money be your master. You have to be the master of the money. So if you can define your money, define your dollars, and know where exactly your money is going to, you will be successful. You'll be able to set yourself up for success. In case of a rainy day, you have a backup, plan. You have a backup emergency savings account. Okay, having a weekly budget, like I said, you spread your money over weeks. In a month there's 4 weeks, so you spend, okay, if I want to spend $100 every month, I'm going to spend either $20 or $25 every week. Reading books, very important. You have to read books. Wisdom is acquired knowledge. How are you going to acquire the knowledge if you don't read it? So reading book is very important, because it opens you up, it opens your mind, it opens your creativity, and it also lets you read from other people's view and perspective. If somebody has made a mistake, the person is gonna write it in the book, so that that is coming up, you're not making the same mistakes. Like me, for instance, I'm working on my book. I already have one book written. All I'm left with is publishing, but then I'm working on my second book. So that I can teach the next generation coming up, don't do this. This is how you spend your money. Have a budget, save your money, read books, plan your life. Plan your life 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years. How do you see yourself? You have to ask yourself that question constantly every day. And when you wake up every day, you read, develop it. I used to say you need to develop a mission statement. A mission statement is what you are born to do. What problem are you supposed to solve in life? Everybody is born with a purpose. Everybody is born with a solution to a problem. So what is the problem that you're supposed to solve? You need to ask yourself that question. Define your mission statement, write it in a book, read it every day, and align your life according to your mission statement. If you know what your mission statement is, you're not going to hang around with any kind of person. You choose your friends wisely. Those friends that will push you towards your destiny, that will push you towards your purpose, that will push you towards your goal. So that's very important. Saving for your marriage, that I didn't know. I knew I was gonna get married in 2000. Actually, from the time I was 22 years, I was ready for marriage. I told myself I want to get married at 22 because my mom got married at 22. So I was like, you know what? I want to get married at 22. But what plans? I did not have a plan. It's not just to talk about it. You have to talk the talk and walk the talk, walk the walk. I'm sorry. So you want to get married? What is your plan? How much do you think your marriage is gonna cost? What are the plans towards your marriage? How many money are you saving, investing every month towards your marriage? Very important. Having setting daily and monthly goals. It's important that you set your goals every day. And when you wake up in the morning or the night before the eve, you write your goals. You write the plan of your next day, what you're gonna do, and you write your goals. And at the end of the day, you evaluate whether your goals were met or not met. Adding value to yourself. You add value to yourself by reading your book, knowing you are, building yourself up, feeding your mind with good things, positive things. Choosing your friends wisely. Very important. I talked about that. Time management. You only have 24 hours in a day period. What do you do with your 24 hours? Once time is gone, it's gone. That's it. That's it. You cannot redeem time. You cannot buy time. So you have to track your time in a 24-hour day period. Track your time. What are you doing? How many times you dedicate towards reading a book, towards I don't know, working on a project, a business venture. Towards exercising, whatever the case may be. How are you planning your 24 hours in a day? Volunteering your time. You also need to volunteer. Okay? So those are some of the things I'm going to talk about. I'll start a series. So I want you to tune to, hit the bell so you can get my notification and share the messages. Okay? All right. This is your coach, Chelsea. Until then, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.